It's the OCG Fam Show. Is 4-Shot a hot soil in the classic sense of that word? Well, yes and no. Let's get into it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on with everybody out there today? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show, but right now, let's just get into the show. I got a good topic today. I think you'll let me know. So, 4-Shot is now available on the OCG Fam website. Now, if you haven't, I'm sure you've been talking about it. It's number 4 soil, this classic number 4 soil, and 1-Shot, or the all-in-one release nutrient, time-release nutrient, put together into one bag, and a little bit added in there for alkalinity issues, that sort of thing. But when I was talking about this, it's a nutrient soil. It's got nutrients in the soil as opposed to a neutral soil. It feeds the plant. But I called it a hot soil, which is kind of a loaded term, I guess, a little bit. So I wanted to clarify that. So we had someone ask that question on the viewer questions episode. So I wanted to make a separate episode here that goes into just that thing. So I've got a really good clip of Scott talking about that. So watch the clip. I'll talk to you after. So this question, this is the reason I wanted to do the questions. I remember Keith McGreeny, and that last question was Jeremy Becker. I don't know if I said that. But Keith McGreeny said, my concern with the hot soil toward the end of bloom. Now this is, I was talking about using the number 4, or the 4-Shot, and I called it hot soil. And he says, my concern with the hot soil toward the end of bloom is there is no way to decrease the nitrogen like we do with the bottles. Is there any concern about this with nutrients are built into the soil? So the number 4, I called it a hot soil, and I guess in some way it fits that thing. But you think of that hot soil thing of guano and stuff like this, it's just like ba-boom, ba-boom. Can you talk a little bit about hot soil versus this, and also about trailing off toward the end and how that works with nutrients in the soil?
Well, depending on the hot soil, if it's our 4-Shot compared to something like, I don't know, there's a whole ton of soil recipes out there. So we're not making a super soil in the sense where it's a hot mix of high nitrates, high phosphates. It's a well-built soil with 1-Shot, which, I see where their concern is about excess nitrogen. The good news about nitrogen is very soluble. So when you're in meal form in the soil, like blood meal, guanos, urine, all these nitrate powders, just overwatering a few times will make those go away.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because they are very soluble. Now, our nitrogen source is protein from feather meal. So it's not a readily active nitrate where it's just pounding the plants with grow. It's a nice slow release protein being used by the microbes as they digest that protein down. They're releasing these nitrogen amino acids to the plant to keep it green, keep it growing, keep it healthy, but without having a nitrogen spike, especially in the bloom stage. It's not going to be left over so long in the bloom stage that you're going to notice that you still have N in your soil that's built up.
Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Do you use 4-Shot? Have you thought about using 4-Shot if you don't? If you do use it, in what fashion? What have been your results with it? What are your questions about it, comments about it? Throw them in the comments and we'll talk about it. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.